We are doing our last and final dive here in Cabilao, and with me is their dive master. His name is Bilig. The reason why I prefer Bilig to become my dive master, because if I'm looking for a fish, I'm sure that I'm going to find it, especially the pygmy seahorse. He knows exactly where they live, and again, that's him. That's Bilig there. You can see on your video we're on a big safari boat which says "Dive with a Smile, Sea Explorer 4."
Sea Explorer 4.
And it's really one of the biggest boats here in Central Visayas. This is a 3 coral, right? 3 coral. Okay. And that's my wife there, trying to appreciate it. So what was the dive plan you mentioned to us here, Billy? You forgot, no? Maybe we drift with the current. That's one. What is our bottom time here?
60.
60.
60 or 70.
You know, 60 for me is too long, huh? So your guests here, they want their money's worth, huh? So after 60, even though they have air, they have to go up. Okay, so we're seeing right now some elephant ear, and they're so beautiful. And look at that, 2 elephant ear with the backdrop of a black coral. The first time I've seen black coral was in Balikasag, and they named it the black coral. And to get to Balikasag from Cabilao will only take you 1 hour, which you can use for your surface interval and dive in paradise. But of course, Cabilao Island by itself is already a paradise for divers, and the only thing we cannot explain to you is how a diver feels. We are so relaxed, we are so happy. Not only we're having fun, we've got nitrogen inside our body that gives us the natural high. Oh, why are you smiling, Billy? Do you want the natural high?
No.
Or you want to drink a lot of beer? Okay, that's the advantage of being a diver. And the feeling that we have inside cannot be explained on the video. Again, on the backdrop are elephant ears and the black corals. So, well, right now the current is not that strong. Yung kuryente ba rito is always mild? They don't get strong, really?
Sometimes get strong.
During what months?
It is also the moon.
Oh, I see. Well, you know, in diving, if you want a lot of action, a lot of fish, you have to be diving on strong currents. That's why in life they say you cannot have everything, because the stronger the current, the more fish life you see. And no current, not so much fish. And that's the reason why it's not enough for you to become an open water diver, or else you'll never get to the strong currents. And this is a bubble coral. You found again another crab inside the bubble coral?
No, it's
what is this?
Bubble shrimp.
Oh, bubble shrimp. A bubble shrimp inside the bubble coral, huh? However, because I'm using video and my macro is not that good, the focusing is not that great there. So it's a shrimp, huh? Bubble shrimp. So you can only find bubble shrimp in a bubble coral, I guess.
Yes.
So next time I get to see a bubble coral, maybe the bubble shrimp is just hiding, huh? Just like the anemone, you have to open it up once in a while and you see a porcelain crab. Okay. So again, we are seeing this glass fish. What? Glass fish. Yeah, we were educated a while ago by another person. It's a glass fish. We're seeing here. They're surrounding this tube coral, which is one of my favorites because I seldom find it. And look at that backdrop, divers at the back, and another nice bubble coral. Maybe if I go close, I will find another bubble shrimp. Look at that, huh? Here we have 3 elephant ears. Bakit? How come they called it elephant ear? They is the ears are big as the elephants? Why is it the elephant ear?
Because the design looks like elephant ear.
Oh, the design of the coral. Okay. Look at that, huh? So we pan our camera on top, and we are actually diving on a very beautiful wall with a lot of life, and that was just a nudibranch we saw a while ago. You know, between a slope and a wall dive, which do you prefer?
Slope.
Do you like a slope? I don't like slopes because
like
yes. Well, everybody's own way of appreciating. Me, I really prefer the wall because it's not a regular wall what you have in the house with white paint. This is a wall which is plenty with a lot of corals, and if you have corals, you have a lot of critters hiding on the corals. Okay, and we're seeing a beautiful sea fan here, and my wife is just admiring it. It's even bigger than her, and we're seeing now some leatherback corals together with a tree coral there on the backdrop, and another macro photographer, or maybe that's you, Bilig, trying to look for small critters, huh? So we went kind of deep on this dive, and the problem with the deep dive is you can stay too long, and you can see my wife trying to ascend right now, and the technique in ascending is ascend as slow as possible, so you don't get hit by so much nitrogen, or else you can end up in the chamber. Okay, well, anyway, as long as you're insured by Dan, it doesn't really matter. Have you ever been to a chamber, Bilig? Huh? Well, I have so many friends who own a chamber. I told them even though I get it for free, I'll never visit them. Well, wow, look at this. It's a giant barracuda. You know, some people are telling me when you see just one barracuda swimming, it becomes very dangerous. They become, very fierce if it's just one barracuda. But if they're in a cluster, they're okay. So, what other big animals do you get to see here? Have you ever seen some sharks here before? Because this is supposed to be the habitat of hammerheads.
Yeah, before I think 10 years ago.
Yes. Well, Jack Jackson, the author of this famous book, thanks to him that he discovered a lot of diving in the Philippines. I don't know if he's still alive right now, but he was the one who declared Cabilao 5-star dive sites in his book. Nakita mo na ba yung book niya?
Hindi po.
You're not fond of reading, huh? Okay, so these are clownfish on a very nice anemone. Ang ganda, no, ha? Ilan sila? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they're a family. So the husband and wife plus 2 kids. And look at that, huh? You know, I really hated it when they made a film. A diver caught a clownfish and decided to put the clownfish in an aquarium in his house. Nakita mo ba yan? And the story of that is the clownfish was able to jump from the aquarium back to the ocean. No, it's true, no? So if you really want to enjoy these animals, don't put them inside the aquarium. Get yourself certified and go scuba diving. Now you can appreciate them on their habitat. Okay, wow, look at those clownfish. It is very unfair to catch them because they don't run. They just stay on one place. Ito, snappers, no? We're seeing snappers. Snappers. Yes. Well, they say that snappers, just like the tuna, these are pelagic fishes. Okay? So, if you want to eat fish, I suggest you eat the pelagic. Why are you laughing? Do you eat fish? Do you eat your friends? Huh? No, okay, you cannot avoid it. But if you cannot avoid it, might as well choose the pelagic ones, because the pelagic fishes are the fish that only visit the place because they go around, like especially the tuna. Okay, they don't live there, but never try to eat your friends who are living on that particular place. And what are we seeing right now? Spider crab? Oh, spider
Boxer shrimp.
boxer shrimp. Ah, okay. Boxer shrimp on anemone, huh? Well, if you love photography, you have to buy yourself a nice macro lens, and you can really film these small critters. And look at that, huh? So beautiful, huh? Okay, so again, we cannot stay too long in the water, because according to the plan is we only enjoy it for 60 minutes. And you see here a photographer trying to film some catfish. This is not the catfish that you eat, which they call hito. These are the small catfish. And the photographer has got good buoyancy, and that's why in diving, never break anything. That's why you have to keep on diving to maintain your buoyancy control, or else you get banned for life by Chris Heim, who owns the Explorer. And that's a lionfish. You know, I realize every time I see Europeans, they see a lionfish, they're amazed on the lionfish, because I see it almost every day. We have it in almost every dive site here in the Philippines, which you never probably find in other countries. And look at those leatherback corals. Look at those colors. Unbelievable. Well, you're seeing now a dive master wearing two fins, and that's very good to see, because you are sure that who your guide is, no? Especially when there's so many Koreans in a dive site. Maybe you will be joining some Koreans if you don't know where your group is. Okay, so Sea Explorer really does it properly, and they make it a point that you can easily recognize their dive master by having two colors of fins, because in diving most of people just wear black wetsuit, no? So it's hard to recognize who the leader is. I like this particular coral here. It's surrounded by a lot of anemones, and look at that, 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4, one down. Okay, we have this particular they call it the clownfish city, which you can only find in Apo Island. Have you been to Apo Island, Billy?
Yes.
Did you see the clownfish? No, it's how do they call it? Clownfish city. It's filled with clownfish. It's like in Bonito, we have what they call the nudibranch city. It's filled with nudibranchs. So we're back to the catfish.
We call it ito.
Ito. Ito, that's the Tagalog name. Okay. And there are more. Normally, you see this catfish on the schooling, and they're always found in shallow waters on most dive sites. There you see. And if you are not diving, if you are just snorkeling, you are not gonna enjoy this particular view, because in snorkeling you're only limited to what you see at the bottom, and you cannot get close. So it's the end of the dive. I would suggest visit seaexplorer.com right now on your website.